What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Diablo Immortal video. If you just got your bag stolen in crypto and you're really just about to lose all your money in the stock market, you may as well dive into Diablo Immortal to distract yourself today because it's going to be a rough one. But there's a lot to talk about here inside of Diablo Immortal for all of us. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you have a good start to the week. I just claimed my Accursed Towers rewards, and we have all of our rewards to collect being a Monday to boost us above Paragon level. But let's first see what's going on inside of the game today, if anything there is new. And then I want to take you over to Reddit as well and talk about a few things. Phantom Market, Phantom Gallery, get your free bags. Gem Surge event still going on. This is the one we've been able to take advantage of and get ourselves a little bit of stronger gems. This one's going on for about 10 more days. Fractured Plane is here. Trial of the Horde is still going on. And Into the Dark Wood, where you can get yourself some free rewards just from progressing normal things inside of the game. Nothing new, nothing groundbreaking, nothing huge, but that's what we have right now inside of Diablo Immortal. Get your grind on and get yourself above that Paragon level. Now, let's talk about a couple of things. One is something that you need to remember when you're switching over or struggling to switch over to Inferno V. Remember, we talked about yesterday, the Inferno V combat rating is extremely high, and it's going to be difficult for many players to be able to reach that Inferno difficulty with 45,665 combat rating requirement. So how are you going to get there? Obviously, you could do legendary gems and things like that to get there, but there's also another way. Now, keep in mind, usually when we're at a combat rating that's, very close, right now the server Paragon level is 680. So in 2 weeks, we're going to be at server Paragon level 700, yet many of us are very low and far behind on the combat rating requirement to be competitive and successful there. So we can't pre-farm. This means we can't play it beforehand, get the gear that's available that's going to be the higher combat rating gear, the better gear for that level. So it's a unique position that we're in for the first time. So what can we do now to prepare for that moment? Well, the only way we're going to be able to get gear that's Inferno V level gear without pre-farming it is through our mystery legendary items. Now, I recently switched from the Barbarian to the Monk, and I used about 80 of these to try and get essences for the Monk. So I am particularly not in the best spot. But over the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be farming mysterious legendary items to try and get as many of these as I can. Then, when it's time, when the server Paragon level gets itself to 700, what I'm going to do, and well, actually, I should say when I'm level 700, what I'm going to do is I'm then going to switch it on over to Inferno V, because you got to make sure that you've unlocked the Heliquary boss to do that. I'm going to switch it over to Inferno V, select it. I'm going to have the right server Paragon level. I'm going to have the right Paragon level myself. I'll make sure that I'm over 700. And then I'm going to open up all of those mysterious legendary items, and they will be at that server Paragon level. Hoping that I get myself a couple of good pieces there, I'll be able to swap them in, replace some of the server Paragon 4 Inferno 4 difficulty pieces of gear, and then wear those ones, boosting my combat rating without having to actually farm that pre. This is the only way that you can really do this for right now. Now, how do you get these mysterious legendary items? Get them through events going on inside of the game. You can get them through fishing. So just get out there and participate in everything that you can so you have as many of these as possible. You can do the same thing with the mystery set items as well. Again, my position here is I don't have a ton of them, so I'll be doing my best to build all of that up as time goes on. That's our best way so that we can prepare so that we're ready for Inferno V in just 2 weeks. Now, I did want to talk about a Reddit post that popped in this morning. It was some new player questions, and I figured I would just kind of answer them here because there were actually a real lot of new players over on Reddit that had questions that maybe a lot of us know, but new players need to know them as well. So let's read out this one. I have several questions. If you could answer even a single one of them, I would be eternally grateful. Number 1, can I change my class, say from Tempest to Barbarian or Wizard to Demon Hunter? Will my awakened gear remain, or will I have to reawaken it? So, going back to the game, your awakened gear is always awakened as long as you have a gem in that slot that is at least a rank 4, or I should say a level 4. So, if I have a purple piece of gear, that gear slot will always be purple, no matter if I class change or no matter if I put a different gem or swap a different piece of gear in there, as long as the gem is a level 4 or above. You can see my rolling consequence here is a level 4 gem, and it is in this slot here, which is awakened. We're good to go. You're actually awakening the slot, not the piece of gear. So if I take a piece of gear from over here, put it in place over here, it's still going to be awakened as long as that that rank 4 gem is going to be in there. All right. If I were to take out this rank 4 gem, and if I were to put in a rank 3 something else, this would still be awakened, but it wouldn't be working as awakened. You don't lose the awakening, it's just inactive. And as soon as you put another gem in that slot that is rank 4 or higher, then it is active again. Class changing has absolutely nothing to do with this, so don't worry about that. You can class change and all your slots will be awakened. They don't take that away from you. Second question, I've been told even 1,000,000 platinum isn't really a lot. Is it because of the whales? Or is there such an effective method of farming something upon selling with a high income of platinum? All right, so back into the game. 1,000,000 platinum is not a lot. It's just what can you actually do with 1,000,000 platinum? So the best way that we can look at this is, one, go to the shop and see the value of 1,000,000 platinum. And then we can go and see what you can get for 1,000,000 platinum. So really easy way to look at this is to go to your currency and switch on over to platinum. So 50,000 platinum is 5,000 orbs. That's 50,000, right? That's a lot less than 1,000,000. That's, I mean, and when you look at the price of 5,000 orbs, you're over here, it's like $75 is a decent way you could say something like that. I was just looking at this, it was just laid out different. It stumped me for a second because these were connected. But yeah, so it's actually good value, the platinum, but then what can you get with it? That's really the bigger question here. And to that, you go into the market. Now, some of the most desired gems are going to be at least 5-star gems. Legendary gems are going to be the Blood-Soaked Jade and the Rolling Consequence. So if we go to the Rolling Consequence, say, that's a bad example because there's no 2 stars. The Blood-Soaked Jade, there's no 2 stars there either. You'll see that if you want to get a 4 out of 5 star, you're looking at nearly 200,000 platinum. If you look at this one over here, if you're looking at a 4 out of 5 star, this one's even more. This one's sitting at 300,000 platinum. So as you could see, you could only get a 4 out of 5 star high quality gem. It's going to cost you a third of that 1,000,000 platinum that you have. Now, you can get other legendary gems that are less desirable, or you can get 2-star gems that are, 2-star gems. Actually, this is another bad example because that's a very expensive one, but right here, 2,000 platinum, stuff like that. So, but for the most part, 1,000,000 platinum is going to be able to give you some progress. You can get yourself a fairly high level 4 out of 5 star gem, and then you could feed it with 2 out of 5 star gems and be okay. But 1,000,000 platinum is not going to last you very long. It's not a ton of currency, but it's also not something to be frowned upon or laughed at. It can actually do some good progress in the game. And the last one, is it better to, and how to farm it actually, that was the other question. You used to be able to really easily farm gear from, farm gems from your normal gems. I'm talking about these gems down here. You used to be able to farm them from dungeons, and you still can. Notice some of them have the sellable market mark on them, means I can sell them in the market. They are very low value now. It will take you forever, and it's probably not even worth selling them at this point in time. I haven't even been selling mine because the platinum value there is quite low. You could sell other things as well, such as runes, but they don't really sell that well anymore. You could sell some familiars, but you're going to have a hard time there as well. There's no real great way to farm platinum the way that it used to be inside of the game. Is it doable? Of course. It's just a little bit more of a grind now than it has been in the past. Last question, is it better to farm up low star level legendary gems first, ranking them to rank 4, awakening the gear, and then focusing on higher starred legendary gems? Another good question. There are a lot of strategies for how you work your legendary gems inside of the game. There are a ton of great 1 and 2 star legendary gems, some of which players still to this day use and don't mess around with 5-star legendary gems. As you can see, I'm wearing a Pain Clasp gem. This is a great 2-star gem. Same thing with Fervent Fang, another really great 2-star gem. I'll probably use them for a very, very long time, maybe forever, even though I have 5-star gems across the board as well. But if you're asking the relevance and the importance of Awakening Gear, Awakening Gear is quite important, and I think I can give you a good look at that over here at the jeweler. You'll be able to see when I come on over to the Master Jeweler Vic, and if we want to check out gem residence here, you'll notice some of the buffs that you get from Awakening the Gear. And as you can see right here, this is going to give me a boost to Chain Spear, and it's going to give me the additional damage. Chain Spear damage is also increased by 10%. Here, for my Pain Clasp, Chain Spear cooldown is decreased. The green that you see here is the additional awakened bonus. Wrath of the Berserker cooldown is decreased. Chain Spear cooldown is decreased. Lacerate damage is increased. Whirlwind energy consumption is 10% slower. Sprint cooldown is decreased by 10%, and Wrath of the Berserker cooldown is decreased by 10%. So you get those massive buffs that allow you to then have some advantages that other players may not. But it goes even further than that, because when you awaken a slot, it allows you to socket gems inside of your primary gem, increasing your resonance and unlocking additional buffs. Let's go back to my Pain Clasp gem again. We're going to take a look at the gem resonance so you can see what this actually looks like. Notice my Pain Clasp gem is the primary gem right in here. And then I have these other gems that are supporting it. These slots give you ask for specific gems to give you extra bonuses, but you can put any gems in there if you don't have those particular gems. I recommend getting the particular gems in there for the right buffs. Now notice, as we increase the level of these gems over here on the outside and we upgrade them, because you could upgrade these gems just like you could upgrade the primary gem. Yeah, you want grind, there is grind here. You're getting these equipment-based attributes increased. You're getting socketed bonus as well. So when I get up to 10, and look, we have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, damage taken while moving is decreased by 3%. When I get to 30 in total, damage taken while suffering loss of control is decreased. And then when I get to 50, fully maxing them out, block chance is increased by 2%. This also works for the 5-star gems as well. We could take a look at my Blood-Soaked Jade. There's quite a bit more to do in here with the Blood-Soaked Jade, more slots to open that unlock as you get your gem to higher levels. But notice here, look at all these buffs you can gain. Primary attack damage is increased by 3%. Skill damage is increased by 2%. Damage done increased by 1% per party member. As you can see, these are the gem resonance buffs that you gain that you lose if you don't have that slot awakened. So, in my opinion, it's probably a good idea to work with gems that you get that are 1 and 2 star to awaken these slots. Unless if you are a PvP player and you get one of those S tier gems. And I'm talking about a Blood-Soaked Jade, and I'm talking about the Rolling Consequence. These are them. Rolling Consequence, Blood-Soaked Jade, two of the best gems in the game. I, as a player, would probably use these gems in an unawakened slot over a 1 or 2 star gem in an awakened slot if they have dropped to me, if I had them in my bag. I think they are very valuable. Now, you can easy enough get them to rank 4, but I don't want to make anyone believe that it's actually easy. It takes quite a grind. You're going to have to definitely get a bunch of duplicates to get it there. So you're going to have platinum to do that, whether you farm it or whether you buy it. So these ones right here are, in my opinion, must have 5-star gems if you're using 5-star gems inside of the game. With that being said, I hadn't been using Rolling Consequence forever. I just got it going and put into my build a couple of weeks ago. So there's nothing that says you have to do that. There are no gems that you have to use. What you have to do is enjoy playing the game with builds that you either find as guides that are really good or that you build yourself. Play around with the game and see what works for you. There's tons of PvE stuff inside of the game that's really enjoyable, that you'll have a lot of great fun doing, and a lot of grind that you have to do for your tune to get it up to where you are kind of comfortable. grind goes on absolutely forever. And when the grind ends, they'll add more grind to it. Don't worry about that. The gems are really only going to be really vital when you're talking about PvP, which maybe it's not something you're even into. But you'll see, you'll learn as you go. Hope this was a little bit helpful to some of the newer questions. Hope you guys enjoy your grind inside of the game today. For me, I got my wife homesick, my son homesick. I'll be doing doctor related things and taking care of the family today. But I hope you all are doing well. Hope you all haven't been hit too hard in the market or crypto. If you're even into that stuff, it's just what's on the top of my mind right now. And we'll hope you have a great day, guys. Take care.